So hi everyone, today I'm gonna do an unhaul. Over the past 2 years, I've been buying a ton of books because they're a low price, and I feel like that's not a good way to shop. That's a really bad investment of my money, and I really need to stop doing that. My goal is to only have books on my shelves that I look at and think I want to read that. I want to seriously invest my time into things that I want to read because I like them. That being said, I really just want to make more room in my shelves. So the first 2 books I have are part of a series. The books are The Collector and The Liberator by Victoria Scott. I read this one and I didn't like it that much. It was so cheesy and corny and sexist and I didn't like it very much, and I thought I would read this one, but now I'm thinking probably never. The other thing that sucks is that these are personalized to me, so I'm not sure if I can give these to a bookseller. The next book is also one that I bought for a book signing and I got it signed and I don't think I'll ever read it. It's 52 Reasons to Hate My Father. Originally I thought this was gonna be really funny and good. Honestly, can't see myself reading it. The next book is something that I've been contemplating whether I should keep or give away for a long time, and I'm finally just gonna take it off my shelf. It's 20 Boy Summer by Sarah Auclair. I've been keeping this to read in the summer, but every summer I look at it and I think I don't really want to read it, and I definitely have other books that I'd rather read instead of this, so I thought I'd just get rid of it. These next 2 books I haven't read yet, but I'm planning on rebuying them in a different format, so that's the only reason why I'm getting rid of them. It's The Knife of Never Letting Go and The Ask and the Answer. I already repurchased the first one. This is the UK edition. This is the US edition, so they're practically the same thing, but the US edition is the US paperback size. The next book I'm getting rid of is What's Left of Me by Chang. This is a book that I picked up because I thought it sounded like The Host, and I was really intrigued. But thinking about it, it's literally the same thing as The Host, except maybe a dystopia. Well, The Host is a dystopia, but anyway, I'd rather reread The Host than to read this. I don't think I'll ever try it. This book I actually hauled pretty recently, The Marbury Lens by Andrew Smith. This book sounded cool when I got it, and I like Andrew Smith, but I just don't think I'll read it. Kind of the way that I strategize getting rid of books is if I were to draw this book out of a TBR and I'm not excited about it, I'm gonna get rid of it. So I feel like if I drew this book from a TBR jar, I would just be like, oh, and I wouldn't want to read it, and that's why it's going. I'm not excited about it. The next book is Meant to Be by Loren. Again, I just picked this up off Book Outlet because it was cheap and it's like one of their best-selling books, but there's nothing really special about it. It sounds kind of cliche. I'm not too interested in it. The cover is pretty, but that's about all it's got going for me. The next book is Love, Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, which is a companion sequel to Stargirl, which I read and loved. This one, I just didn't think I'm ever gonna read. I think the first one works nicely as a standalone. It's also a different size than first book, so it was kind of annoying to look at on my shelf, so I'm just gonna sell it or give it away. This next book is an ARC, so I'm gonna have to find someone to give this to, but it is Picture Me Gone by Meg Rosoff. My librarian was giving away free advanced copies at the end of last school year, and I grabbed this because I'd heard of it. Again, I just grabbed it, and now I don't think I'll ever read it because I just know nothing about it. So much fun when your phone runs out of space, am I right, ladies? So let's just keep going even though the lighting and my hair have changed. Okay, back to books. The next book I believe I started talking about is Take Me There by Carol A. Dean. This is something I got from Book Outlet because I was like, oh, it's a road trip book. Yay, I love road trip books. And now I'm just like, eh. Like, the first line of the synopsis is Dylan has a bad boy past and a criminal record. And I know from experience that I don't like male love interests that are criminals. Like, I guess the good girl in me is like, oh, Jesus, take him. That kind of, whew. I guess I didn't read the synopsis before buying it, but dang. We are tilted a little bit, aren't we? Next book is Misery by Stephen King. I bought this book for like $1 because we read snippets of this in my creative writing class and I thought the synopsis sounded really cool. I would try reading it, but to be honest, I might just watch the movie. I don't know if I'll like Stephen King. I'm kind of scared. Okay, I look like a poodle, so my hair is going back up. Sorry you had to deal with that for 2 minutes. The next book I'm giving away is Aragon by Christopher Paolini. I bought this because I was like, Aragon, a child series I never read and probably should. But then I started reading it and I just keep thinking about it and I'm like, nah. I don't think this type of thing is for me. The idea of it sounds cool, but I can't see myself enjoying it. Even as a kid, I don't think I would have wanted to read it, so that's why that's going. The next book kind of goes hand in hand with Take Me There. It's another road trip book called Two-Way Street by Loren Holt. Again, this is just going across the country, but this is about two exes that are stuck in a car together. I think I've heard people talk about this and say it's just, oh right. That's a word. Honestly, I'm willing to try this one. It's just, I'm so tired of reading mediocre YA contemporary. I don't have time for it, you feel me? The next book, I'm pretty sure I unhauled a couple of times, but I keep putting it back and giving it away and putting it back. I'm putting my foot down. This is going. No one can convince me otherwise. The Time Traveler's Wife. I was spoiled for this. I'm not excited about it. It's chunky. I can't see myself reading it. I know people are like, keep it, it's so good. I will never read this. If I keep it, it will just sit on my shelf forever, so I would rather have someone else buy this than for it to go untouched by me forever. This next book is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland on a Ship of Her Own Making. I heard immediately people that were reading this were saying, oh, it's really, really whimsical. As someone who just read Alice in Wonderland and didn't like it because it was whimsical, I have decided I'm probably not going to like this. I'm probably going to be really confused and being like, the heck? Also, the girl's name is September, and I kind of can't stand books where the main characters have weird names. The next book is The Effort List by Julie Halpern. I just bought it off Book Outlet because it was on a whim. It's a book that I just look at and I go, I'm not completely interested in this. I just got it because I could. The idea of this story is similar to things I've already read. I just have never heard anyone review this or talk about it. Should I keep it? If you read this, please let me know, because I've heard zero things about this. This one kind of goes hand in hand with Aragon as a book I never read as a kid and thought I would need to. The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. There was a book tag circulating a while back and one of the questions was about this and I was like, oh my gosh, is that a book that I was supposed to have read? So I grabbed it quickly and was wanting to read it, but now I don't think I will. This next book is The Body Finder by Kimberly Dirting. I got this because I got it signed. Honestly, I'm not against reading this. It's just, I don't think I'm gonna like it. It's gonna be one of those paranormal YAs that are just okay. I don't want to waste my time with it knowing I'm probably not gonna like it, or assuming I'm not gonna like it very much. So hopefully Half Price Books will hand me some dollar make me holla because this one is signed. The next book is Even Adam by Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate. It sounded cool, but the more I think about it, the more I just bought it because it was cheap and I don't see myself reading it. Again with the entire, it just seems like it's gonna be mediocre. I only want to read things that I think I'll enjoy, and I think this one will just fall into the meh category with me. Plus I think the main guy's name is Adam, which... So that concludes this unhaul. I hope you enjoyed it. So now I'm gonna show you because I am proud. So this is my standalone / TBR shelf. Currently, the first 3 shelves, I have read all of these, and the bottom 3 shelves are TBR. So at this point, I am 50-50, and I'm proud. I'm gonna wrap this video up standing because you never see these upper shelves. Look, I actually own Harry Potter. So anyway, thank you for watching this unhaul video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.